Hey friends, thanks for clicking on this video. Today is President's Day. I thought I'd talk about a few things I think are important this morning. President's Day, that has evolved. It started as Washington's birthday. He was born February 22nd, 1732. Man, that's almost 300 years ago. Incredible. I think he was a good man, but you know what? The history books, they're not all correct. They're not all correct. He probably was born on February 22nd, 1732. He was president, first president of the United States. I think he was a good one. Can you imagine being the first one? I hear that they wanted to make him king and he refused it. I don't know if that's true or not. I wouldn't think so. There's a lot of other smart guys around who knew they didn't want another king. Anyway, I like President's Day. They grouped it in with Lincoln's birthday, and now it's all President's Day. But since then, since 1971, what a great decade the 70s were. I am going to do a video about the 70s. Some of y'all weren't even born then. I digress. 1971, they made a bunch of Monday holidays and consolidated them all, which is good to give the workers, probably the unions behind it, the workers more 3-day weekends, which I get. I'm in the union, I'm a worker, so I enjoy these. Did one on Columbus Day, did one on Christmas, and I'm kind of skipping them. Now I'm doing President's Day. Have a nice President's Day. It's a beautiful morning here. Clouds are coming in, it's supposed to rain. It was real bright and shiny 30 minutes ago, but I get the camera out and here come the clouds. But there's no idiot out blowing the sidewalk. Yay. We have 3 fountains in the lake. This is just a lake update. It's not going to be a regular thing. Don't worry. A lake update. We have 3 fountains in the lake. And one of them is completely out. There's a bird standing on it. One of them is going, looks like 50%. That's kind of what you might be hearing. One fountain, 50% shooting up. And then the third fountain is just barely squirting like an old man with prostate problems. I don't know who's in charge of that, but I'm not happy. Making spaghetti. Boiling the water. Everything ready. Some bread. Now to my sister's today for President's Day. She lives about 100-something miles away, 110 miles away. Got some funny stories. Here President's Day, I went to see my big sister.
Hi.
She was a teacher for 37 years.
In Alachua County.
So she has thousands of funny school stories, but we think this is the best one.
Okay, because it's President's Day and I taught American government to seniors in high school for a while, one day I'm reviewing the constitutional requirements to run for president. So I'm asking, what are the 3 requirements to run for president in this country? So one student raises his hand and he says, you have to be at least 35 years old. Correct. Another student says you have to have lived in this country for the past 14 years. Also correct. And then the last student said, and you have to be a natural born citizen. I go, exactly. So then one of the girls raises her hand and says, you mean if you're born by C-section, you can't be president?
Good boy. There it goes. And this is my brother-in-law.
36 years as a trial attorney in Florida. One of the better stories is I read it in a book about a North Carolina judge. He was conducting traffic court one day and some lady came up, was charged with careless driving. The judge says, what's your story? She said, well, Judge, I'm sorry I was driving all over the road because I was having sex with a ghost. And the judge says, what? She said, I was having sex with a ghost. He said, just a minute. Has anybody else in this courtroom had sex with a ghost before? And this old man in the back of the courtroom waves his arm and comes tottering up to the front of the courtroom, and the judge asks him, "Sir, you've had sex with a ghost?" "Oh, no, sir, I thought you said goat." Let's see how it...
Meatballs. Mmm. Mmm. All right, let that warm up. Oh, look, that's ready. That's all for this one. Have a nice President's Day. And I'd appreciate it if you'd subscribe, like, leave me a comment. That'd be cool. Until.